Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to be looking at Unit 3, Lesson 1E. This will be the last of the mini lessons in Lesson 1. Today we're going to learn how to do simplest form. A fraction is in simplest form when the greatest common factor, or the GCF, of both the numerator and the denominator is 1. To write a fraction in simplest form, divide the numerator and the denominator by the GCF. So I'm going to write here, and I'm going to write all the factors. So I'm going to say 1 times 15, 3 times 5. I'm going to do the same for 24. I'm going to say 1 times 24, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Well, this number and this number, they have in common, but the 3 is the greatest. So I'm going to divide the numerator by 3, and I'm going to divide the denominator by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is 8, and that's as low as I can go. All right, here we go. Let's practice. So, again, writing the factors, 1 times 6, 2 times 3, 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Well, the greatest is 2, so if I divide this by 2, divide this by 2, I get 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so 3/4. Okay, let's do this one. 1 times 5 for the first one. 1 times 15, and 3 times 5, and 5's our biggest. Divide them both by 5. Divide them both by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Great job. Okay, 1 times 4. 1 times 32. And 4 times 8. Oh, I could have also said 2 times 16. But I already knew that 4 was next. Was my biggest. So let's divide both of these by 4. Divide both of these by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Great job. Okay, now here's where it gets a little tricky. People are like, okay, I get this. When we have a mixed number, the whole number is going to stay exactly the same. Just go ahead and move it over. Now, 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. Okay, so 2 is our biggest. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this stays 1 and 2/5 in its simplest. Okay, again, remember, move the 5 over, move that whole number over. 1 times 8 or 2 times 4. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Oh, 4 is our biggest. Okay, 8 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And that's at its simplest. Okay, here we go again. Move that 2 over. 1 times 32, 2 times 16, and 4 times 8. Okay, let's do the 40. 1 times 40, 2 times 20, 4 times 10, 5 times 8. Hey, look, 8 and 8 is my biggest. So 32 divided by 8 equals 4. 40 divided by 8 equals 5. Great job. Okay, now it is your turn to try. Go ahead and work on these 3 problems, and then come back and see if you got them correct. Okay, so factors for 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Now 16, 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4. Our greatest one is 8. Let's divide this. 24 divided by 8 equals 3. 16 divided by 8 equals 2. Now notice the top and the bottom are different. Top's bigger than the bottom, so this is an improper fraction. So we can make it into a mixed number and say 1 and 1/2. Okay, let's do the next one. 1 times 18, 2 times 9, and 3 times 6. 1 times 15, and 3 times 5. So our biggest is 3. Divide them both by 3 equals 18 divided by 3 is 6. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So we could say 6/5 with an improper fraction, or we could say 1 and 1/5. Okay, 1 times 42, 2 times 21, 3 times 14, and 6 times 7. 1 times 12, 3 times 4, and 6 times 2. Our biggest is 6. Let's divide them both by 6. 42 divided by 6 is 7. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Now, you can leave it an improper fraction for this. It would be just fine. I would accept that. But the truth of this one is this should turn into 3 and 1/2, because 2 goes into 7 3 times with 1 piece left over. Great job. You are done with Unit 3, Lesson 1E. Go back to class craft and continue on your path. I'll see you for the next lesson.